1470 AM and 95.3 FM. Download the new WNN app to your phone from your app store and never miss a Talk 1470 AM 95 FM minute.
Now on.
The roof is completely caved in on us.
These people were ordered 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. The Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Listen for Empowerment Psychic Hallie Elise. Tuesdays at noon.
Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not...
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 3-hour safe haven for your questions and spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 3 hours, listen, call in, and watch SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook and share love and light.
Yes, indeed, there is a light. And we're going to take this opportunity to shine a light on the Gulf Coast and send that love and light to that energy of that hurricane to dissipate and slow it down and break it up so that everyone who resides in its path will remain safe and everything will be complete and restored to its original perfection quickly. We send our prayers, we send our light, we ask Archangel Michael to hold his shield and hold back those winds and hold back that water so that all of you remain safe and know that we on the other side of the coast here in South Florida, well, we're with you. We know the feeling, we've been there, and we're holding that space. And as I saw this hurricane approaching, it made me stop to think about the hurricanes that we have in our lives. Many of us have these things that happen that kind of throw us off kilter. Perhaps you've lost a job. Maybe a relationship is failing. Maybe your hurricane is a health crisis. Perhaps there's some unexpected change and you really didn't have time to prepare. Well, got your attention then, right? It's a product of all the energy that's created around you, but let's think. How can we find our way out of a hurricane? So many people have had their own personal hurricanes throughout their lives, but you don't see it on the news. Many of us don't even know that someone is right in the eye of a hurricane. Maybe they look picture perfect on the outside, and you don't know they're battling a disease. Or maybe they've lost a loved one. Maybe they don't know how they're going to feed their family in the next day. So many of us have endured our own personal hurricane. And when something comes up upon us with this magnitude, as this hurricane has, and such intensity and speed, it makes you wonder, how can you ever be prepared for the unexpected? Well, you can't. All you can do is stay true to yourself. Stay connected to the heavens and believe that you're always protected and that the angels and the guides are always with you. Imagine that God's sitting right beside you, no matter what you do, no matter where you go. Your co-pilot is God. Then nothing can really bring you down, because then you're drawing from the energy of the heavens. You're drawing from the force of the energy of the universe, and you're trusting that it's going to guide you above everything that seems to block you, everything that seems to bring you down, everything that is not picture perfect for you in your life at that moment. You know, we'll have an anticipation of what our love life would be like, what our work life is going to be like, our family life, and then some things pop up that we really weren't expecting. And then we ask ourselves, why? Why is it this way? How is this possible? Why did it have to be this way? And we begin to ask these questions, and we search for the answers, only to find out that it's just about getting through whatever is in front of us, and to understand that the path that we're on is filled with opportunities to expand and to restore and reside within our inner peace, our inner being, and restore connection to the heavens. Imagine this. You have the power to do anything. So there's not an obstacle that's insurmountable. Even in the face of a real hurricane, this too shall pass, and you will have a way to restore, rebuild, and recreate. There are some that, in the wake of the hurricanes that have gone past, that they're still recovering from that experience. Many people were taken from their homes. They can't go back. So many people have had this challenge in front of them for a while. Businesses are still recovering from the hurricanes that have come. Even though we don't hear about the Carolinas, I'm sure there are those that are still dealing with water and floods, clearing out their homes, trying to get themselves back to normal, whatever normal is. And then in the wake of Hurricane Maria, so many lives were lost. Island of Puerto Rico, basically destroyed. We can never prepare for something like this. We can only know that we are always protected, and we can just do the best that we can do. No matter what the hurricane is in your life at this time, no matter what your questions may be or how you seek understanding to navigate that experience, remember that you're never alone, that the angels are always with you. Heaven is always holding that space for you, for your success. The universe is with you. All of the angels cheer your every move. And all you have to do is ask. Ask for assistance. Trust that everything happens for a reason, even if we don't understand. But believe that somehow, some way, everything's going to work out for you. And that's a big relief when you trust that everything can and will work out for you. Tonight, here on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM and 1100 AM in Atlanta, we're going to be connecting to you and answering your questions all across the nation. Tune in on the iHeart. Tune in on the TuneIn app. Watch me on Facebook. See it on Periscope. We're streaming live on YouTube. Catch us on SarahSpiritual.com. Follow us as we journey tonight, because tonight we're talking to all of you, and we are asking you, if you were to sit here with God, what would you want to say? What conversation would you like to have? What would you say to God? And what's your question? Let's dial up to the heavens. Let's bring an answer before you. And let's navigate life together all across the nation here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then, well, we're going to come back and we're going to go to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And for those of you on Facebook, hey, guess what? We're going to be answering your questions too. So leave your questions in the feed. We are going to be guiding you every step of the way. And we are together as one. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away. Well, you know, we're going to be right back.
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul?
Ready to transform your life into greatness? Join Reverend Kevin Lee at the Metaphysical Chapel in downtown Fort Lauderdale for spiritual services, events, and ongoing classes. Visit metaphysicalchapel.com to learn more. Led by Reverend Lee, the chapel offers a spiritual healing service every Sunday at 10:30 a.m., followed by celebration service at 11 a.m. Join us for ongoing metaphysical classes and our monthly psychic fair. Visit metaphysicalchapel.com or call 754-300-1428. Transform your life into greatness. How much better would your life be with more youthful energy, a clearer mind, optimal blood sugar and cholesterol levels, and enhanced intimacy? Order Pyridine's line of quantum energetic mineral supplements and find out. Call 623-299-9224 to order the Pyrolite mineral supplements. Pyrolite's full spectrum vitamins and Zhou Qi herbal tonic. These three supplements developed by NASA scientist Dr. Fred Bell will make a quantum improvement in your health. Visit Pyridine.com to order yours today. That's PYRADYNE.com. Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed. We are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and we are connecting to all of you all across the nation and answering your questions. And I'm sure we're lining up the questions on Facebook. I'm looking forward to answering your questions. Leave your questions in the feed. If you're listening and you would like to join the conversation as we dial on up to God, then please call us at 888-565-1470, and we are answering your questions. I've got to go to New York, New York. I hear it's a heck of a town, and I've got June in the month of October calling here on WWNN. June, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, June. And how can we assist you tonight? First of all, if God were here, what would you say to God?
I would ask him why.
You would ask him why. So, June, how can we assist you tonight?
I lost my son.
I'm sorry to hear that, June. What is your son's birthday?
5/17/94.
June, the first thing that I'm made aware of is that this has been something that has been ripping away at you. And they're giving me this energy of just lost mourning and very sudden passing. Does that make sense to you, June? Very sudden, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And it's short time. He passed not too long ago, June. Does that make sense to you? Because it doesn't seem like a long time. It may seem like a long time to you, but in the energetic field, it doesn't seem that far away.
Yeah.
Okay. And if I say to you that there's an energy of forgiveness, people are being forgiven for this, or do you forgive me? Does that make sense to you, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm hearing forgiveness. I'm hearing, do you forgive me? This makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. June, I feel that your son has come to you to say goodbye, and you felt his energy. Does that make sense to you? Almost as if you could feel his presence with you. And when I spin this into you, June, the way I feel it is that it seems as if it's something that you experienced recently, yes? Okay, June. Take a breath. Take a breath, June, because I feel this energy. I'm going to send you some healing, if I may, so just take a nice breath. Crazy smile. I see this half-cocked, crazy smile. Does it make sense to you? There's something so special with your son's smile. It kind of tips up to one side is how he makes me feel. And he used to tip his head in just a certain way when he would say something to you, right? Almost to give you a look. Yes. This is how I see him. his energy is not strong. I feel like he has not been on the other side for a long period of time. I'm not getting a strong connection with him, but I am made aware of his connection to you, June. And there's no one that can give you an answer as to why, because that's a path that we may not understand at this time. But I can tell you that his energy is with you very strongly. And I feel like there's someone he wants you to look out for. There's a person he needs you to look out for. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's like, look out for someone is what I hear, all right? Someone that was close to him, yes? Okay. June, I hope that you have an opportunity to make an appointment with me. I know you're in New York, but I do appointments by phone and Skype. We can establish a strong connection, and I can bring through some more personal information for you if that's something of interest to you. I regret that you've had this experience, your own personal hurricane, which is horrific as any parent. But I send you much love in this experience. June, how did you find the show?
My son's girlfriend lives in Florida, and she gave me the number.
Okay. Well, I thank you for connecting with me. And have I talked to her? Have I talked to her yet?
Yes.
Okay. So I thank you, June, for reaching out and connecting with us, and I do hope that we can bridge a deeper connection on a private matter, okay?
Okay.
All right, June. Our condolences. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
It's difficult, everyone, when we lose a child, and when I look at this young man and his life that is cut short, this is something that many of us can never wrap our head around. But every soul has its journey. And for those of you who are suffering, I know that many who have called, and many I know personally, they've lost their children to illness. Many have lost their children to drugs, and others of you have lost your children to suicide. It has been a horrific time for many of you in these experiences. And know that the angels and the guides are always there to give you support through these difficult times. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I'm going to go to Brianna. And Brianna, she's in Pennsylvania. Brianna, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing great, Brianna. And how can we... First of all, Brianna, God's here. What would you like to say to God?
I have an opportunity to be part of a big art show, and also I'm working on preparing for a photography business. And I was wondering, is there any messages for me about that and about love?
Okay. But first, what would you like to tell God? You're asking a question of God. But
Thank you. It's what I want to say thank you.
Okay.
It's what I want to tell him thank you.
Okay. Because I always think it's good that we have this opportunity, because we have all the angels and the guides all lined up. Why not put out our information and say thank you, right?
Yeah.
So, Brianna, I'm sure that they have heard and received this wonderful thank you of yours. And I say this to you, Brianna. You are finally putting your path in the direction that is going to bring you happiness and fulfillment. And through the happiness and fulfillment of your career, the happiness and fulfillment of your creativity, you're going to attract up-level connection of love, like a strong connection of love. I feel as if the energy of love that comes to you is something that's powerful and creative and has this kind of fun, playful feel. When I look at the energy, it's not quite here yet. Now is the time for you to focus upon your creativity of your work, your artistry, your photography. I know that Archangel Gabriel is assisting you with that. And I'm also seeing many, many colors. Use of many colors is how I see it. So vibrant colors are all around you. And that's going to really, really bring a great vibration to the work. And every color is vibrating, bringing out another beautiful aspect of you that you are translating into the artistry before you. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful time. And you're going to do quite well at this upcoming event.
Yeah, you have any messages about the show?
I just gave you a message. You're going to do quite well at this event.
Really? Yay! I've been having faith, and I had good feelings about it. So it's good to hear that get the confirmation. So thank you.
Yes. And you have a lot of nature in your display, yes?
Yes, I do.
Okay. That's going to really resonate with a lot of people, my dear. All right.
Okay, good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Brianna. Thank you for calling. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you. Take care. Bye.
Yes, everyone, we are talking to God. And if God were here right in front of you, what would you say? Would you say thank you? Would you be like our first caller, June, and say, why? Why do bad things happen? How does that happen? Why do I have to suffer? What would you say to God? We're bringing in the energy so that you can have your communication with the heavens and ask your questions. And we're also talking to the people on Facebook. And people on Facebook, I would love to hear what you've got to say to God. So please put that in the feed, because we are going to be looking at what you're saying to God. So don't just say, hey, this is my question. Tell us, what do you want God to know? And in the meantime, while you're getting all of that ready, 888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. We've got a lot of calls to take tonight. I guess a lot of people want to talk to God. Let's see. We're going to go to New Jersey right now. I've got Stephanie on the line. Stephanie, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Stephanie. So first of all, we've got God on the line. What are you going to say?
Oh my goodness gracious. A million questions have gone through my mind since you started your show.
Goodness.
The first thing I would say is, I love you.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Yes. And I would give thanks and thank you for just the bounty that we have on this planet and for my health. And I don't know, I would ask how could I serve further, because I'm like an octopus. I'm all over the place, so I never get to one place. So how can I serve? How can I serve, I guess I would ask.
First of all, radiating your light, right? And there's so much gratitude coming back from the heavens to you. You're a vibrant gift to the world. And when I look into the energy, this year of 2018 has really been about who am I? Who have I come to be? What is my purpose? What's my mission? What's my legacy? What's the meaning of life? Perhaps it wasn't all these things that I kept myself so busy with. How do I find the way to what I want to leave behind and let people know that I'm a radiant being that brings forth light to the world? And when I say that to you, Stephanie, they bring this fabulous energy to me, this magnificent energy in this conversation that we're having with God, and I'm covered with chills because they tell me that you tell your story. You tell your story of how you can rise above the odds and how something that is seemingly insurmountable, a hurricane in your life, can shift the winds of your life and bring about a change that makes you more powerful than any hurricane could ever be, because it gives you the remembering and the knowing that you are one with God, and that supreme force of energy that resides within you can blow out, bring down, stop, move forward, anything, because it's such a mighty infinite force that it is eternal. And so you have been working with people and you have been healing people for many, many years. And you've been doing it your way. And now you've got a new platform, my dear. You have a new way of bringing forth light and shifting energy to the earth. And I see Mother Earth very, very much around you, Stephanie. I see your Indian spirit guide very much around you. So they are calling you to step forth.
Okay. I was wondering if in all that energy, if my friend Mike is anywhere, if there's anybody named Mike around that you can tell me if he's okay.
No, the first thing I hear, I have a connection. Someone's talking to me about summer. Something about summer. Is summer connected to Mike, please? Something with the summer?
Yes,
okay.
Definitely.
Okay, so I have that energy of the summer around him. And just such a warm light. And when I say a physical light removed too soon, does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. And something in my chest hurts when I tap into his energy.
Yes.
Okay. I can't quite breathe a bit. Did he pass with something with his heart, honey, please?
Yes.
Okay. But yet that shouldn't have been that way, right? He did everything to not have that happen. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. But he's fine. He landed softly, he says.
I appreciate that.
You know, I hear this song. I have to, hold on. I heard she had a good song. I heard she had a sound. And so I came to see her, to listen for a while. Do you know that song?
Yes.
And there she was, this stranger, a stranger to my eyes, strumming her pain with her fingers, singing her life with his words, killing me softly with his song. That's the song, right?
That's cool. Yeah, I don't know it. I don't know, but I'm asking for my friends, so I will find that out. But I think he felt that way towards her. So good. This
Strumming
is good.
her pain with his fingers, she was. Yep, strumming her pain.
Thank you.
He's with everyone, honey. Please.
And
very much.
I just wanted to say to you
yes.
about the hurricane. You have to remember that the eye of the hurricane, there's calm, and that's where God is.
That is true.
And if you're in there, he's all around you, and people can't forget that, you know, because I definitely came through a lot of stuff this year, and I'm moving up and moving forward, and I'm connected, and please don't let your listeners know, just don't forget, and just look up, just keep looking up.
Yes. Yes, and because in that little bit of eye of the storm, you get the eye of the tiger, right?
Yeah, that's right. You're damn straight. Can I say that on the radio?
You damn can. Yes, absolutely.
But thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. And I will be taking your mastery class, so I'm looking forward to it, Sarah. And you be well.
Thank you. That would be tomorrow. Tomorrow night we start mastery class. So
that's right.
Get ready.
And, I'm looking forward to it. I just can't wait to partake, and I think you're so amazing, and I love you.
Thank you.
You take care.
Thank you. I have to share something with everyone for just a minute before I let you go. You know, when I first took the call, I had no idea who you were. As we start talking, I'm going, I know this voice, and we go, and they start showing me scenes of the life. I go, I know exactly who this is. So I remember the first time I met you at a spa in New Jersey. When I had come back from here in Florida right after I had moved, and I was just getting ready to set up the center.
Yep, that's right.
So we got history, girl. We got
That's
history.
right. And I'm so in awe of what you've accomplished, because I remember that you were talking about, you know, taking that journey, and you changed careers, and you made manifest, you know, your dream. And I'm sure you had a lot of fears about it, and it's a lesson to me too to try to achieve that and walk with it. And it's just nice to check in with you now and again.
Yes, thank you, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.
Okay, good. All right, good night.
Good night. God bless you.
Be well. Be well.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're coming back to the phone lines. So join this conversation. As you can see, we're talking to God, and we are filled with gratitude. We're filled with amazing stories. And God, are you ready? We got questions. Lots of questions. 888-565-1470. we're going to take a minute. Stay with us. Don't go away. Because, well, you know, yes, indeed, we're going to be right back.
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice?
Ready to transform your life into greatness? Join Reverend Kevin Lee at the Metaphysical Chapel in downtown Fort Lauderdale for spiritual services, events, and ongoing classes. Visit metaphysicalchapel.com to learn more. Led by Reverend Lee, the chapel offers a spiritual healing service every Sunday at 10:30 a.m., followed by celebration service at 11 a.m. Join us for ongoing metaphysical classes and our monthly psychic fair. Visit metaphysicalchapel.com or call 754-300-1428. Transform your life into greatness. Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM. And let's not forget my friends in Atlanta. Yes, indeed, on 1100 AM on WWWE. We say hi to everyone in Atlanta, and we are answering your calls here all across the nation at 888-565-1470. Now, I'm not just answering questions along with God. You're going to tell us a thing or two. What would you like to say to God? Yes, indeed. Let's see. What can we say to God tonight? And I'm going to go to Facebook. There's so much going on Facebook. I've got to say hello everyone on Facebook. Hello, Periscope. Hello, everyone on YouTube. Hello, everyone on the Sarah Spiritual channel. Let's see what we've got going on. We've got Teresa Ruby Kramer. Is my guardian angel trying to tell me something? Actually, I feel like, Teresa, your guardian angel's been waking you up at night and kind of rustling you about. And I feel as if you're getting lots of signs. There's something for you, Teresa, that it's time for you to step into the authenticity of who you are in your spirituality. And I see that they're prompting you to be of service. Your angels want you to deliver their messages and be the healer and the teacher and the mentor that you are meant to be. There's such great energy of the animals around you. They are working with the animals to restore health for you and help you heal others. Thank you, Teresa, for your wonderful Facebook question. Let's take another Facebook question. And who's got something to say to God on Facebook, too? We want to see that as well. Katie Rose Hernandez. Well, hi, Sarah. Will my therapy sessions get the results I'm looking for? She feels overwhelmed and she needs some encouragement. I see that this is meant to be a program for you, Katie Rose, that it's a set period of time that you're going to be under some therapy. And I feel that it's going to be a longer road than you want it to be, because you really would like to get this over quick. But I feel that very quickly you're going to feel stronger and better. And I feel that this therapy is going to make a difference. I'd love to hear how you're doing throughout this journey. over these next few weeks. So Katie Rose, please stay in touch with me on Messenger on Facebook. And you are getting a lot of support from the angels, so that's more than enough encouragement. You can do this, honey. Keep going. Let's take one more question from Facebook before we go back to the phone lines. Dominique. Dominique's in New York. Dominique, say hey. She says, Sarah, I'm curious. Spirit had any messages about opening the throat chakra? She heard Archangel Michael is involved. She's got a message from Archangel Michael. She feels that Archangel Michael is helping her. You know, Dominique, first thing I see in the throat chakra is that you're not able to speak your truth. The truth that you're speaking is kind of tempered because of the people that you're speaking to. You really can't say your whole story. They're not listening. It's like Charlie Brown. So sometimes this seems a little blocked up. And as I say that to you, I feel a tightening here in the throat. Ask Archangel Michael, with the help of Archangel Raphael, to clear this energy. See this blue light all in the throat chakra. And ask the blue flaming sword of Archangel Michael to cut the cords that are tying up that throat chakra and start to speak your truth. You can always speak your truth, honey. You just got to say it with a little love in your heart. Thank you, Dominique, for your Facebook message all the way from New York. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. And let's see. I've got to go to Yvonne, and Yvonne's in Fort Pierce. Hi, Yvonne. How are you? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi. How are you tonight?
I'm good, Sarah.
What would you like to say to God? We got God on the line. Quick, what you going to say?
I would like to tell him thank you for everything he has done for me. And another question I have is, I used to have dreams, and they always came true.
That's premonition.
Why?
Well, okay. So let's talk about how spirit works. First of all, they do not always tell me everything in my dreams because they talk to me all day. So I can have an agreement with them. Do not disturb me. I got a do not disturb sign on my little bed. It says, thou shalt not wake up Sarah Spiritual with any messages. But when they do, I know it's a very important premonition for me. And they need to get my attention. So, other people who don't have conversations with spirit all day long, for many of you, your wonderful gift is this wonderful premonition that you receive in the dream state. When you're in your dream state, you are in this energy that's really closest to God because there's no distractions. You are in the sleep state, the body is rejuvenating, and there's no resistance. There's no physical worldly resistance. We aren't bugged by anything. And in that stillness, then we can feel the vibration, the energy, and the prompting of God and the angels. And for many of us, that is the time when we have the most conversations with our loved ones on the other side, our angels and our guides. And for those of you who are gifted like yourself, they use that opportunity to tell you something that you need to know. Sometimes there's nothing that you can do to stop what you know. It's just a heads up so that you'll be prepared or emotionally prepared, or you will have some guidance for the people around you. And many times, it's just to show you, hey, look, you knew this ahead of time, and you are connected to the divine, supreme, all-knowing eye of God. And that divine supremacy and energy and intensity and this wonderful intelligence is the universal intelligence. That intelligence is what is flowing through you in the dream state. And so you know to pay attention. And as you pay attention, I say this to you and everyone who receives dreams, before you go to sleep, ask for the ability to, of course, remain protected and sealed off in light and love. Ask that the angels and the guides speak to you and give you information to assist you in navigating your day, to assist you to assist others, and to impart wisdom so that you can be even more in tune with the divine knowing. It's a wonderful way to go to sleep at night because then it's game on. You've got angels, masters, all types of energies assisting you in the energy of connectivity. It's a gift, my dear.
Oh, it's scary.
It's not scary. Well, then I should be scared all day. I should be like watching a horror movie every day. What's wrong with you?
No, just knowing ahead of time, it's just scary. And
well, And you know, if you're assuming, I'm assuming if someone's going to pass or there's an accident, and you know ahead of time, you know, sometimes we can prevent things. We can say, you know, be careful to someone, or I had a thought, or do something to change the energy. You know, I have a story about one of the times Spirit came to me in a dream, and it was a whole dream, and it turned out it was something that they had the Book of Life out, and they were deciding if my son was going to live or die. And then all of a sudden in my dream, Archangel Michael came in, and I said, Archangel Michael, what are you doing? And what I had done was, and the night I had the dream, I also had made this spiritual clearing bath for my son. I said, here, take this. And he took it for a couple of days. 3 days later, there's an accident, and he's the only one without a scratch on him. Everyone was okay. One person got airlifted, but she's fine. But it was just a scary thing. But they warned me, but I didn't know it was a warning because I didn't really understand. They didn't say anything about my son. It was very symbolic. But later on, in reflection, I was like, wow, we made a choice. We cleared the energy, and we're connected, and they covered us. We are covered by Archangel Michael. And the storyline changed. It could have been different. So sometimes it's just so that you know that you have this connection. Maybe you get a dream and you pray, and by praying, the outcome is, well, lessened. There's always a reason, honey.
Oh, Sarah, you said something about the Book of Life. I saw that in my dream. What was the purpose of me seeing that?
Well, that's where everything's recorded. Our good deeds, our actions, and some of our destiny. So they're showing you something to come. That's recorded. So when you reflect on the dream, see what else was going on in the dream, and perhaps maybe one day we can get together, you can have a session, and we can interpret that dream for you. Okay. But they're getting ready to wave me off for the first hour, but I'm so glad that we made this connection, and I'm sure God is equally grateful that you said thank you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, honey. God bless you. Thank you for calling. Bye.
You too. Bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're talking to God. We're dialing up the heavens. We are moving and shaking, and we are answering questions here on Facebook so that you know that we are connected to all of you all across the nation. So stay with us, everyone, as we go to break. Don't go away, because you know, yes, indeed, we're going to be right back.
There's a light that shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
AM 1470 with more of what you need to know. Don't miss Travelers 411 with Stephanie Abrams each Sunday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on AM 1470 WNN.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
The following message is sponsored by the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Hurricanes can cause severe damage to your home or property, so if you need storm repairs, make sure you use only Florida licensed contractors. Remember to check their references, get everything in writing, and don't pay up front. To verify your contractors are licensed, contact the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation online at myfloridalicense.com. That's myfloridalicense.com.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear, Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, SarahSpiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
How much better would your life be with more youthful energy, a clearer mind, optimal blood sugar and cholesterol levels, and enhanced intimacy? Order Pyridine's line of quantum energetic mineral supplements and find out. Call 623-299-9224 to order the Pyrolite mineral supplements, Pyrolite's full spectrum vitamins, and So-Wu-Chi herbal tonic. These three supplements developed by NASA scientist Dr. Fred Bell will make a quantum improvement in your health. Visit Pyridine.com to order yours today. That's Pyradyne.com.
I'm a third grade teacher.
I'm a school bus driver.
I am a parent.
I am a teacher's aide, and I agree to be identified
as a caring adult who pledges to help bullied students.
I will listen carefully to all students who seek my help
and act on their behalf
to put an immediate stop to bullying.
I will work with other caring adults to create a safe
learning environment for all the students in my school.
In my school.
In my school.
In my school.
I'm Dennis Van Rokel, President of the National Education Association. Help us create safe, bully-free learning environments for all students. One caring adult can make all the difference. Be that adult and take the pledge at nea.org/bullyfree. Adults have the power to stop bullying in our schools.
It starts with me.
It starts with me.
It starts with me.
It starts with me.
Bully free. It starts with me.
Visit nea.org/bullyfree. A message from the National Education Association.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light.
To open everyone to
a light, and it is holding the answer that we're looking for, and we are connecting to you all across the nation on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 1100 AM in Atlanta. And we are dialing up the heavens and talking to God. If God were here, what if God were one of us? Just a stranger on a bus trying to make his way home. What if God was next to you on the bus? What if God were next to you in the car? First of all, I think if you were driving down 95, you'd be like, oh, what's going on? But after you got over the initial shock, and hopefully we're able to navigate the car on 95, depending how fast you're going there, what would you say to God? God is always right next to us, always there to connect and answer your questions, and always there to give you that warm, loving, nurturing support. And we love this conversation, and I'm loving what I'm hearing with all of you. So we are going to go right back to the phone lines. And Facebook, I hope you're putting in the post. I'm seeing some interesting posts there on Facebook, but I'd love to see what you want to say to God. So tell me here in the post, what if God were next to you? What would you say to God? And of course, I'm answering your questions here on Facebook, so leave them in the feed. Now, I've got to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go all the way from sunny South Florida to another piece of paradise, all the way up the top to the East Coast. I got to go to Maine. I've got to talk to Jasmine. We've got to see what's going on in Maine besides lobster. Jasmine, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jasmine. And first of all, God's here. What would you like to say?
Oh, thank you for all my blessings and lessons.
Well, they're growing spurts, right?
Learning experiences.
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely. And Jasmine, of course, you have a wonderful little one to be grateful for as well, yes?
Yes.
And so, Jasmine, what is your question for tonight?
I just want to know if I'm being followed or am I being paranoid?
Interesting. The phone is making a noise now, so maybe your phone wires are tapped. I don't know. It's kind of weird there.
Yeah.
Jasmine, I do feel as if there's a watchful eye that, there's a matter that needs, everyone needs to have some kind of justification for what they're doing and why they feel the way they feel and where their truth is, and they're trying to point fingers, and you're involved in that kind of environment. Is that true? So in that moment that you feel that that's happening, then trust your intuition. You're very intuitive. The angels are with you. And just be aware. Just be very aware. Because they really don't have a leg to stand on, so there's nothing they can really do. So It's only making them crazier.
Right.
It's unfortunate, but it's an uncomfortable time now. And so, and it's just everyone jockeying for position. It's really nothing more. It's just about positioning in a situation where someone has to be right and someone has to be wrong. That's what it's about. Don't take it personal, even though it's personal.
Do I need to hire a lawyer, or do you think that I will be fine representing myself?
I really think you can be fine. You're talking to the girl who just loves doing that kind of stuff, but it can get very complicated, and I feel like they have more resources than you do. So I would find a way to get a lawyer.
Okay.
Just because you made that choice to kind of ruffle some feathers, to kind of draw your line in the sand and say, this is my truth and I have to stand protected behind this line, they make me aware, the spirit guides make me aware that it's good to have someone who can keep that line very firm in the sand for you and represent you. And I know that there are many people that support you that most certainly will find a way to assist you in making that happen. Okay?
Okay. Thank
All right.
you.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. You have so many friends and family around you that can rally around you is the word I want to use. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You don't have to do this alone, my dear. Thank you so much for your question. All right. God bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. 888-565-1470. I've got to go right back to the phone lines. I've got Mia, And Mia is in West Palm Beach. We went right to the top to Maine, and now we're running on back down to sunny South Florida. We're in West Palm Beach. Mia, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, Mia. And how can we assist you tonight?
I wanted to first thank you for the event that you hosted on Sunday. I was invited by Louisa, and she did a Reiki session with me. And then she gave me your information, so I wanted to give you a call.
Thank you.
To ask, am I doing the right thing about my marriage?
What is your partner's birthday, please?
August 16th, 85.
Well, they've been going through quite a bit themselves. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
They're going through some, crossroad in their life, yes? And I'm also feeling that next year, 2019, they're trying to close some doors and make some, they need to make some big changes. I don't know what they're trying to do because they seem to be chasing their tail, if you ask me. But I was like, wait a minute, I'm seeing, they're giving me a picture of my dog Sparta running in circles. That must be your partner. Okay. Yeah. But I feel like you're not tuned in and tapped into his truth and his energy and because I don't feel like he's letting you in. Like, I feel like there's, two lives. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have to be true to yourself. And how do you feel you deserve to be treated? Well, you know that answer. Okay. So honor that and follow your intuition. And you know what? If someone has something to, share with you, if he has something to share and wants to make an adjustment and you guys can kind of come to an agreement, wonderful. But right now, you have to, like I said to the caller before, draw your line in the sand of your truth and step back and watch the show, honey.
Okay.
Follow your intuition. Yes. Mm-hmm.
One other question I have is my career. I'm very lost as what I should be doing right now. I just feel like I'm at a point in my life where I need to be settling into something.
Well, that's very interesting that you have yourself in that position because 2019 is all about who am I? Who have I come to be? What is my purpose? What's my reason for being? It's legacy time. It's like, what's the reason for me to be? And it's going to be really a monumental year for you because you're going to go down deep in your soul and make some changes within you. I feel as if there's something else that you should be doing with your career. There's a whole nother way of work for you. Does that make sense to you?
Uh-huh.
So I also feel like there's some additional schooling or something we have to do too, yes?
Yeah.
And when I say that, I crinkle my face like she don't want to hear that part, but oh my God, we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to kind of put ourselves in front of some learning tools and shift the energy so that you can graduate with more, credibility, more ability to promote yourself and advance. So this is a very important time for you. Okay?
Okay, and I have one last question. There's
okay, I'm gonna pause you, okay, because we really just answer one question or so. This is not a full reading. Then you can come to the center. You do live in West Palm. Okay.
Right.
All right, my dear. Thank you so much for calling in. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. 888-565-1470. Little Mia would have had me going for another 15 minutes, let me tell you. So let's go to Facebook. Let's see what we've got going on Facebook. And then we've got calls all across the nation. And we're welcoming your calls at 888-565-1470. Because we've got to go to Maine. We've got to go to Boynton Beach. We've got a lot of traveling to do. We've got Gina R. May. Do I see any job changes for her this month? Any specifics? Current job is extremely negative, trying to be positive. Gina R. May, you are going to be making a job change. And if I say this month, that doesn't seem like it's going to happen quite this month. I really am in this neighborhood of 3 to 6 weeks. There's a change coming, but you've got to be patient. You've got to navigate it. I feel as if there's an opportunity not just to change job, but be in a different environment completely. So this is really important for you. You need a whole new environment. The whole place, the whole organization, toxic. They're very toxic there. So this is your opportunity for change, my darling. Gina R. May, keep keeping on and hold the vision. See yourself in a brand new job. See yourself starting November 5th, a brand new job, a brand new opportunity, and far, far away from what looks like some chaos. Jane R. May, thank you so much for your Facebook question. We're going to take another Facebook question, and then we're also answering your calls at 888-565-1470. Jessica Castillo. She's got some bad vibes going on around her, and she's feeling that something is not right in her energy. She's also feeling that the energy around her, Jessica Castillo is saying that she's feeling like there's something bad going to happen. She's got those bad vibes, and she's being reminded of that, that smell when things are foul around her. So in this energy, what I tell you, Jessica, is to say the 23rd Psalm 9 times in a row for 9 days. And as you say that, it starts to shift the energy around you. And Jessica Castillo, we can talk on my Facebook Messenger on SarahSpiritual. Send me a message. I'll give you some other tricks and tips to kind of clear energy so you can feel a little bit more fresh and in tune with your destiny. Thank you so much, Jessica, for your Facebook question. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go to Maine. We've got Todd on hold, and we're going to have to answer his question. But for now, we're going to hear from our sponsors, so stay with us, everyone. Do not go away. We're going to be right back.
Know me, do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Pyridine has imagined a new reality, created in science to balance your health and energy. Founded in 1975 by NASA physicist Dr. Fred Bell, Pyridine offers a line of quantum energetic mineral supplements and vitamins. Call 623-295-9224. Pyridine's beautiful energetic jewelry rejuvenates the body and transforms energy, reducing stress. Order your life-changing receptor at pyridine.com. That's PYRADYNE.com. Ready to transform your life into greatness? Join Reverend Kevin Lee at the Metaphysical Chapel in downtown Fort Lauderdale for spiritual services, events, and ongoing classes. Visit metaphysicalchapel.com to learn more. Led by Reverend Lee, the chapel offers a spiritual healing service every Sunday at 10:30 a.m., followed by celebration service at 11 a.m. Join us for ongoing metaphysical classes and our monthly psychic fair. Visit metaphysicalchapel.com or call 754-300-1428. Transform your life into greatness. Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Do you standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. And the characters, they change like water into wine. Everything comes when the stars align. Do you know me? Do you know me? Have we met before?
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 1100 AM in Atlanta. We're so glad to have Atlanta with us for just a little bit longer. They're with us from 5 to 7. But Atlanta, you know the deal. Go to the iHeartRadio app. Go to the TuneIn Radio app. Type in WWNN and continue listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. That's me, SarahSpiritual, and we will continue answering your questions. I've got to go to Maine. There's a lot going on in Maine, apparently. Let's see what's going on for Todd. Todd is in Maine. Todd, how are you tonight?
Hey, Sarah. Nice first-time caller. Nice to talk to you.
Well, great to talk to you, Todd. Welcome to the show. Very excited to have you connect. How did you hear about the show?
A friend of mine.
Oh, wonderful.
That I just met this year is very important in my life.
Well, wonderful. Well, we welcome you. And Todd, we have God on the line. First, before we answer your question, what would you like to say to God?
Well, I want to thank God, the angels, my guides, and since my dad died in 2007, I've been blessed with many experiences that lets me know 100% that God exists. Absolutely. And one of the experiences that I've gotten through clairaudience, clairvoyance, dreams, I'm shown angel numbers. You know, whether they tell me whether I'm awake or in the dreams and stuff. And but there has been one aspect of my life I've been holding back on, is I've been not listening to my guidance through all that wonderful experience. And then this year I met this terrific new person in my life that God brought to me to help me with this new life change that I'm embracing now, finally.
Yes.
And so I kind of have a question after all that. Thanks. What does God see me doing in my new life, work, moving, new location, and creating a whole new life for myself that I finally deserve?
Well, it is a whole new world. I'm hearing the song, A Whole New World. It's this whole beautiful energy around you, because it's as if someone had hit the pause button a while ago and you were just kind of living life. You weren't experiencing life. And in this experiential way of being now, you're seeing, feeling, tasting God. You're one with the universe. You're one with your guides. And you have a very strong presence of an Indian spirit guide that does walk with you. This is the pioneer energy. This is the one that kind of makes you want to pack your bags and, well, go dream the impossible dream and see what's out there in the world. And I feel as if you are meant to deliver messages to people. And it can come in so many forms. If it's not the way that I do it, it may simply be by some kind words or a journey. But I kind of see you. I see you going from place to place, whether you're walking into a hardware store, I guess you still have those up there in Maine, or you're walking into a local deli and just seeing someone and giving them a kind word and just giving them the compliment, or just maybe buying their coffee for them. These are things that the universe prompts me to tell you that are ways that God is expressing the energy through you. Because remember, you're a vehicle for God in motion. So in that energetic expression, you can transform people's lives just by being you. But as you've become more in tune with your dad's energy from the other side, And I feel that there's many signs that give you that presence, many appearances, many connections in the dream state, feathers,
Correct.
items being left for you, things that were moved that shouldn't have been, like you just know, like, Dad, you here? What's
Yep.
going on?
Yep.
Right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're feeling that energy. And this is so that you know that they're simply on the other side. And, when I write music, Spirit gave me a song, Don't Cry For Me, because they are with us on the other side. And it's such a powerful time. And so I see here for you that as you develop your connectivity, it will morph over time. I see you writing. I see you journaling. I actually feel that you are to write a book from the experiences that are to come, not what has happened. You have yet to receive the information that is to come. And when the information comes, it's going to come with an amazing power that it's like an instant whoosh of energy. As far as this new relationship, this new connection, this new adventure in your life, don't get ahead of yourself. That means live in the moment as it is and see where it takes you. Because sometimes you spend a little too much time in your head, and it's a very busy place.
True.
Yes, so we want to slow that down just a bit so you can stop and smell the roses. All right? But I do feel that Maine will be short-lived. I don't know that we're staying in Maine. The world's your oyster. Where you end up, we don't know yet. Hasn't been decided. But when I look at that energy, they tell me that by 2020, you're in this whole new sense of community, family, love, connectivity. And I'm always afraid to say marriage to people, but I see like marriage, union. I see this commitment unfolding before you. So enjoy. And, the person that you're with has this great gypsy spirit. Very free energy, just very flowing energy. So this is a beautiful connection for you too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for connecting with us here.
You're a blessing. You're
Thank
such
you.
a blessing.
Stay in touch with us, Todd. God bless you. Bye.
Take care.
You too. 888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Boynton Beach. I've got Jordan on the line. Jordan, how are you tonight?
Hello, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing great. And first of all, we're dialing up the heavens, and we got God and the angels in the room. What would you like to say to them?
I just want to say, thank you for all my blessings. And, I can definitely tell, a big change in my relationship and life and career, ever since, I've been more dedicated to my spiritual side. And a lot of questions I do have, but I know we're limited to just maybe one or two. But as far as where I'm at right now, I just kind of feel like, especially with, the path that I'm on now and changes that I have made, I've been married since 2015. I can see that my relationship is getting stronger and being more dedicated on both sides. But I kind of feel like, in a way, that I'm still in a spiral in a way.
Yeah, you're holding back a bit. So let me spin back for you, okay? So as I tap into the energy, first thing to make me aware of, Jordan, is that 2011 seems to be like a little off time for you. So I'm going to spin you back. That's going to take us back 7 years. So you're kind of coming out of the energy of 2011, 2012. You weren't quite on the path that you're on now. This is correct, yes?
That's crazy you said 7 years, because, 7 years ago I was in a very, very, very bad spot.
You were in a bad spot. You weren't on the path you are now, sunshine, but that's okay, because we don't look back. We just stop to show you, look how far you've come. And, here's a very interesting thing. The first thing they said to me when I heard you, and remember, don't look and judge yourself. Don't say, well, I did this, Sarah, this happened, this happened, this happened. I was running with this one. I know this one and this. That doesn't matter. I heard that you are a messenger and that you can be a preacher. Don't ask me how you get there. That you are getting strong in your connection with God because you have a message. Now, you're meant to be a way shower. You're going to stand in front of people, whether it's groups of young men or young men and women, whether it's a congregation. You decide how that plays out, right? I mean, for some people, maybe I'm their preacher. I don't know. Whatever label you want to give it makes no difference to the universe. But now you didn't go through all the poop you went through and all the challenges and all the choices that you made so that you wouldn't have a story to tell in a way, the same way that your story was a stepping stone for you to be on a different level and eventually is your stepping stone to your greatness. You can use that, my friend, as your stepping stone to assist others to their greatness. And there lies the treasure that was buried in the years of 2011 and on.
Well, yeah, that's great advice.
Powerful time for you. Powerful time for you. And 2018 represented a whole new, brand new, spanking, shining floor for you to just move in and settle in. So it's good you're settling in the relationship. Do not create resistance. Do not be afraid to be vulnerable. Do not resist the connection. Be open, authentic. It's okay. It's all there for a reason. And we've got great support there. And, you know, when the girl's being a girl, you're going to have to just let her be a girl and go, oh, special girl moment. It's okay. Don't take it personal and keep giving love. And everything's going to work out perfectly.
Wow, that's great that you said that, because I think that's a couple of the issues that I always have is that those girl moments. I think I let the pride kick in a little bit too much, and I'll let her just be a girl, and so that's definitely good advice.
Yeah. Just kind of looking and go, oh, here we go. Okay, yes, honey. You just got to let it be. Just got to let it be, because sometimes it's just, you know, God has a sense of humor, right? Men see things differently than women do. And sometimes, you know, girls' heads spin in one direction, boys' heads spin in another direction. And we don't always see things the way you do. And because I'm so fortunate and blessed to sit across from thousands and thousands of men and women, I get to see the story from both sides. And as I see the story from both sides, and I'm the impersonal, impartial observer, I've come to realize that it's all in how we convey who we are, and then the other person allowing us to be who we are, and just let it be. Because we can't change people. We can't make them be what we want them to be. We cannot make a change like that. They have to be who they are. You know, and I always tell my friends and family, I'm like, I'm imperfectly perfect, so deal with it. It's good. You know, imperfectly perfect. We're perfect in God's eyes, but as humans, we're going to have some imperfect moments. But it's all perfect.
I definitely thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Jordan, how did you hear about the show?
I actually seen your live streams a couple times on Facebook.
Good.
And so it's the first time I've actually called. I left comments before, but it's the first time I've actually called.
Well, thank you. Thank you for calling and leaving your comments. And they want me to also tell you that there is advancement in finances and work. So if you're thinking of making some advancement and change, they're showing me a shift with that. All right?
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. But before we do that, let's see what's going on Facebook. I got to see, who do we got going on here? We see here, let's see. Well, someone wants to know if I see a couch coming. I don't know if I see a couch, but a new couch? Did you order one? I know I didn't. Let's see. Matilda. Let's see. Matilda. Hi, Sarah. Does Spirit have any messages for me? My life just feels upside down. It has been a challenging time for you, Matilda, and Spirit makes me aware that you keep popping up and then it seems like something keeps pushing you back down. But I also feel that you're coming to this spot where things are going to level out for you financially. I'm seeing additional money coming to you. I feel like there's a business deal, a business transaction that's coming, and this kind of assists you in kind of lifting yourself up. And also you're taking good stock in knowing who's your friends and who you can count on and who's around you as support. And so those that are not holding that space of support for you, well, you are learning to just kind of distance yourselves from them because it is not really serving you at this moment. Matilda, things will get better for you and for your family. They tell me the next 3 weeks should put you back on a stronger path to financial stability and stability overall. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to come right back and answer your questions here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM. I am Sarah Spiritual. You can learn more about me and the work I do at SarahSpiritual.com. I sure hope you follow my Facebook page. Just type in SARAH Spiritual, and poof, you're there. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954. Ready to transform your life into greatness? Join Reverend Kevin Lee at the Metaphysical Chapel in downtown Fort Lauderdale for spiritual services, events, and ongoing classes. Visit metaphysicalchapel.com to learn more. Led by Reverend Lee, the chapel offers a spiritual healing service every Sunday at 10:30 a.m., followed by celebration service at 11 a.m. Join us for ongoing metaphysical classes and our monthly psychic fair. Visit metaphysicalchapel.com or call 754-300-1428. Transform your life into greatness.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook. Here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM and 1100 AM in Atlanta. And you are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we are answering your questions at 888-565-1470. All right, let's see. Where am I going next? I've got to go to Karen. And Karen is in Boynton Beach. Karen, how are you tonight?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing well, Karen. And what would you like to tell God? We've got God right here, front and center. What would you like to say?
thank you for being there for me and protecting me, keeping me safe, having your angels there for me when I needed them, Oh, it's so much,
It's been a busy time for you. It's been a roller coaster for the past 3 years. It's been rough.
Yeah.
Yes. They take me back 3 years. So I want to bring you to 2015, but they actually bumped me into the end of 2014. It seems like that's when things really started to shift, and you haven't really picked yourself back up yet because you're fixing things, and then something else is coming in, and I'm feeling like disconnected finances, and then I'm not feeling supported by people around you, and it's this whole roller coaster that went on, yes?
Yeah.
And so when I open up this energy, Karen, they're making me feel as if you're ready for a big change, like you've been getting ready for change, yes?
Yeah.
But change that you're directing, not one of these changes that are like, came from out of left field. Whoops, how'd that happen? One that you're creating, right? Because you had enough hurricanes for a while, yes?
Yeah.
So what's your question, Karen?
I've been seeing things, numbers, angels, and I'm like, ooh, am I ready for this? And also finance, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. I kind of feel like it is, but...
I love that you asked that question, am I ready for this?
Yeah.
We were born ready for this, Karen. It's our human conditioned way of being, our mind, our limitations, our indoctrination that make us think that, seeing angels, being prompted by the universe, feeling the energy, getting premonitions, like that's supposed to be like, whoa, why me? How could this be? But that's actually how it's supposed to be. That's where we originate from, this spark of God. So just look at it as your homecoming. You're finally coming home to the authentic essence of God that resides in you. Imagine that. So I don't know, Karen, are you ready? Of course you're ready.
Yeah.
All right? You're ready. Yeah. And, it's the human side of us. The am I good enough? What did I do to deserve this? Like, am I, who, me? I'm just a regular person. Like, all of a sudden, am I getting these premonitions and feeling connected and getting signs and seeing angels and orbs and what's going on?
Yeah.
Because it's based on the energy of the purity of the heart, because God resides in the heart. And when you do everything humanly possible, we're all human, to sustain a pure heart, it's so easy to be a conduit for the essence of God. Pure and simple, my dear. So because in your heart where you reside, there's purity, it's easy for you to recognize the purity of God all around you. Because you're more of a vibrational frequency, more connected to that. See, when we're distracted by the world and we keep disconnecting, we miss a lot of that purity. There's a reason why they say, if you're of the world, you're not of my Father. If you're of my Father, you're not of the world. There's a reason why they say that. Because we're just driven to distraction in this world. And it doesn't mean we can't enjoy this. There's no sin in enjoying money. There's no sin in having money. There's nothing wrong with having a good time and being connected and being with your friends and having a beautiful home. These are all the blessings that are available to us because we have the power inside to manifest and create all of that. Just by the asking, it is given. But it's because we don't believe that it's given that we slow up the process. That's why you had a rough few years coming into this, but it's all good now, Karen. Up you go. Are you looking for promotion? I see promotion for you.
Yes.
I see that. All right? So this is how I see it coming. I feel as if we've laid some foundation, and now we're taking those steps, and that between now and the end of the year, maybe the 15th of January, there's transition coming. Yes? Are you prepping for that?
Yes.
You're on track. It's so exciting. Are you ready? Because you've been getting ready to be ready for this. You have been. So you're on track. Okay? And you should be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Karen, how'd you hear about the show?
a close friend of mine told me about you.
Well, thank you, friend. And you are in Boynton Beach, so I'd love to see you at my center, the Expedito Enlightenment Center. Have a beautiful center in West Palm.
You
Come up and see it.
I will.
Check out all the cool things we have and all the wonderful products that I make. We've got books, we've got crystals, we've got angels, we've got fairies, we've got all types of statues. We even have bath bombs now. My son undertook this process where they're making bath bombs now. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
We've got it all, apparently. All right. So, Karen,
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, friend, for sharing this experience. And, Karen, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Share it with someone else, okay?
I will.
All right. Let's all connect and feel the essence that we are all one, no matter where we are. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Bye.
God bless you. Bye.
888-565-1470. Let's go right back to the phone lines. Let's see Violet. She's in Wellington. Hello, Violet.
Hello.
Hi, Violet. How are you tonight?
I'm alive.
Well, that's a good thing to be alive.
I think so. I think so.
So
It's been tough, but I'm alive.
before we ask any questions,
yes, ma'am.
God's here. What you got to say? What do you want to say to God? I got him right here, front and center. You have his undivided attention. What do you want to say to God, Violet?
To protect me on this journey that I'm about to take, and that I really pray that the struggles are over and that the good times are about to be had again.
Oh, let the good times roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are you moving? Nice. Are you moving?
I'm going to move.
I see that. All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. You're out, honey. All right.
I am.
But stay centered. Remember, you can do this. You're strong enough. You're capable. And here's a great opportunity for you.
Am I making the right decision?
Are you going to New York? Where are you going?
I'm going to New York.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm so glad I got that. I was in a New York state of mind. I was like, feels like New York, smells like New York. I remember what New York smells like. It's got to be New York.
A dumpster on a hot summer day, but I love it.
Or a subway in 90-degree weather. I remember that too, yeah. But yeah, I can tell you this, Violet. There's support there for you. You're connected, and you're a 3-hour flight away. Don't overwhelm yourself. I feel like you were chosen for this job. I feel you meet the criteria for this job. I feel like you prayed for this job. I feel like this was one of the places you manifested for yourself as a choice. I feel like it's close enough to Florida, but far enough away, if you understand what I'm saying, darling. Love the family, don't we? Thank you. Hope family's not listening, but thank you, family. We're going to New York. It's a heck of a town. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's time to fly. I'm in my mid-30s, and it's time to cut the chain.
Okay.
Time to cut the cord.
And it's also time for you to remember that you're fully centered, fully connected, and you're not alone. And this way you'll stay grounded in the process.
Yes.
All right? Don't overwhelm yourself. Things don't have to be perfect.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just concerned about getting up there and falling flat on my face. But
okay, but that's the energy you're creating.
Right.
Okay. You have a place to live, you have a job, you have a paycheck. Wouldn't be the first go around in managing a paycheck. You'll be fine.
I don't have a job yet, but I do have a place to live, and that's half the battle.
I see a job, honey. I see a job.
Good.
Okay.
I need it.
It's coming. It's coming.
All right.
All right. Okay. All right. God bless you.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
You're always a great help.
You're welcome, honey. My pleasure. Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. I've got to check. Did we take a commercial? How many commercials did we take? I don't even know. I did it all already. Oh, I'm so busy talking to God. I don't know if I took commercial. Where am I? What's going on? So that means we get to go back to the phone lines. And I'm answering your questions on Facebook at 888-565-1470 is the phone Facebook feed. Let me see those questions. I see Caitlin Barry saying hi to me. Hello, Caitlin Barry. Hello, Francis. How are you? Thank you, John Darwin. Michaela's there. Let's see who else we've got there. We've got Nancy Dominguez. Does he hear your prayers? Yes, he does, Nancy. Just want to let you know that. Sarah Cheney, Lori Irons. We've got Baby Cakes is on there. Oh, it's Baby Cakes. Baby Cakes makes me think of a song here. We've got Jessica Castillo. We've got people wondering if their couch is being delivered. I just love that Facebook question. I don't know. I have to call the furniture department of the heavens and find out if the couch is on order. But let's go back to the phone lines. Let's go to Denise, and Denise is in Pompano. Denise, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah.
How are you?
Okay. I can't believe I'm speaking to you. I'm so surprised.
Why are you surprised? I answer the phone regularly for 3 hours.
I know. I've called many times and never gotten through, and I'm just like, I've never done anything like this before. So I'm so surprised and so thrilled.
Well, we welcome you, Denise. And while we have you on this phone, connecting into our family, we ask you to tell us, since we've got God here front and center, honey, what do you want to tell God?
To thank him for all the blessings that I've received in so many ways, and to bless my son, who I'm very concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm calling about, mainly.
Okay, what's your son's birthday?
January 25th, 1986.
Your son is trying to establish a new beginning for himself, is that correct?
Yes.
The past 3 years for him have been very challenging, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I see a lot of heaviness in your son. I feel almost like an energy of depression. He doesn't feel sorted into himself. Life isn't turning out the way he thought. This is true, yes, Denise?
Yes, exactly, yes.
There's a woman who comes forward. She's connected to you. Mother has passed. Your mother passed, Denise? Because I have a woman standing above because she steps in and she's like, I've got this. Was your son close to your mom? Because I feel that energy and she's like, I've got this. I've got this. I've got this. She's been coming. Yes. She's been coming and looking after him. And I got to tell you that it's you know what? I think like you weren't even the mother for the first few years. It doesn't even feel like it. I think she just snatched him from you and was like, no, I'll take over. But, your mom's a little pushy the way she's making me feel right now. You know what, Denise? Your son has disappointed himself. Your son is his own worst critic.
Yep.
And
I know that.
He spends so much time in his head. But, your son's a bit of a loner. He likes to keep to himself. He's an absent-minded, eccentric, eclectic professor. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in his head, but he doesn't quite fit in with everybody. And I feel as if he has a recent disappointment with someone who was close to him. He had an expectation, it didn't get met, and this caused another spiraling. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, except for a little bit of a loner. He is, but he isn't. He's like very good with people, but then he winds up being his worst enemy, like you said, and I think causes his own problems even more so.
Well, let me explain what I mean by that, honey. He's good with people because he's very kind. He's sincere. He's kind. He's gentle. He doesn't like to disappoint people. But what I say to you as a loner is that he likes to keep to himself. It's like he almost has to go back and become a recluse for a minute so that he could go back out into the world because it's too much for him. Because he pulls himself in too many directions and he doesn't like to disappoint people, especially you.
Oh, and he doesn't at all. I'm just worried about him. I'm not disappointed. I'm just scared.
He will be fine. He will be fine. He's just navigating this rough patch right now. When I spin him out into next year, it feels much more solid. He's not feeling like a guy. He's not feeling like he's got control of his life.
Right.
And I feel like he's battling his inner demons right now.
Yeah.
And is he seeing a doctor, a therapist, someone for assistance with this, please?
I think he is. He had a job and had insurance, and then he lost it, and then he stopped going to the doctors.
Okay.
And then I think is starting to go again, but he lost his job again.
Okay.
So I'm so worried about that.
He will be fine. Does your son believe in this? Does he follow any of this?
No, I believe in it immensely, but nobody else does.
Okay. Well, I understand that. It's not everybody's cup of tea.
He might a little bit, but not admit it to me if he does.
Well, if you can ever convince him to have a conversation with a left-brain spiritual girl, it might not be a bad idea, because I feel like he's just got a lot of things going on around him that if he could just sort through them a little differently and we can just clear the energy a little differently, he's going to move forward with ease and grace, all right?
Right.
All right, so we'll hold that space for that to happen. I know that's not a happening of today or tomorrow, Denise, but I will hold the space. I will tell you as the parent that if you pray Psalm 27, you pray Psalm 23, you pray Psalm 13, and you read those Psalms every day, 27, 23, and 13, and you read those for your son on his behalf, that will keep him and a little bit more on the straight and narrow, and have him received well wherever he goes, so that he can get another job and stay. It just seems that things don't work out for him, and this is the part that makes me say, wow, there's something inside of him that's disconnected. There's something not allowing him to move forward and sustain and build those relationships at work. So that's what we want to readjust. But your mother says she brings me, she's got this for him. So she's got this, and she's also bringing you, are you from up north?
I'm from Jersey, but I'm down in Florida.
No, I know, but I see that. So I'm seeing these flowers, and I'm like, wait a minute, I've seen those flowers up north. She's bringing me flowers that are on these bushes, like a hydrangea bush or something in front of the house or something.
Yes.
It's these beautiful flowers. So she has these big group of flowers, but they're big bowls of flowers, and she's bringing them to you, and she just wants you to know that there's a sweet fragrance of success around your son. She's got this. All right, my dear. How did you hear about the show?
I was just flipping the radio stations, riding in the car a couple of weeks ago, and found it.
Okay, my dear. Well, there's a light around you. There's a light around your son. Thank you for connecting with us.
Can I just ask you one thing? If I call this number, I can speak to you during the day and have a session?
No, you have to call my center. All right? Okay. So you can call 561-682-0955, and you can look me up, SarahSpiritual.com, and the number will be there, and you can book a session. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. God bless you. Bye. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to continue on Facebook and answering your calls. And listen, Atlanta, we say goodbye for now, but pop on over, iHeartRadio, WWNN. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away. We're going to be right back.
There's a light that opens doors for everyone. Oh, there's a
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Tune in for spiritual downloads with your host, Anna Stevenson, Saturdays at 4 p.m. WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
A bad back, heartburn, low libido, stiff joints, not sleeping well, got allergies, need to lose weight? If you want to feel better, please tune into my health talk show Sunday mornings at 10, the Dr. Bob Martin Show on Talk 1470 WNN.
Talk here, talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
Pyridine has imagined a new reality, created in science to balance your health and energy. Founded in 1975 by NASA physicist Dr. Fred Bell, Pyridine offers a line of quantum energetic mineral supplements and vitamins. Call 623-295-9224. Pyridine's beautiful energetic jewelry rejuvenates the body and transforms energy, reducing stress. Order your life-changing receptor at pyridine.com. That's PYRADYNE.com.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
I'm Ken Griffey Sr.
I'm Ken Griffey Jr., and we're proud to be men who speak up about advanced prostate cancer.
Not too long ago, we were a father and son team hitting back-to-back Major League home runs. Nothing could stop us until prostate cancer stopped me in my tracks.
1 in 7 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. Lucky for us, Dad caught his early.
It was difficult to speak up because of what was happening to me. 1 in 20 men will have advanced disease when first diagnosed.
Unfortunately, too many men live in a silent era because below the belt issues can be tough to talk about.
If you are living with prostate cancer and have symptoms like aches, fatigue, difficulty walking, sleeping, unexplained pain, or difficulty doing normal activities, don't stay silent. The most important thing is the support of your family.
If you or your loved one has prostate cancer, speak up. Visit menwhospeakup.com to learn more.
This was a public service announcement from Zero, the End of Prostate Cancer, and Bear.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook. and share love and light.
Yes, indeed. We are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and we just said goodbye to Atlanta, but I know they're following us. They just showed up on Facebook. They are popping in on iHeartRadio, the TuneIn app. They're following me on YouTube. They're following me on Periscope. Come on, everyone. Let's share the page. Share the Sarah Spiritual page. We're going to have this little party about a Sarah Spiritual page party. We've got this good vibe tribe going on, and you know what? We're getting ready to do some more Sunday fun days, so be sure to check my page. We are going to be having a party soon on a Sunday. And speaking of Sundays, I have to thank everyone. First of all of my healers came out and they did spectacular work with the people who were part of our metaphysical day. It was a wonderful day. We had magnificent vendors. One of my students, Isabel Prado, she is featured at the center. She is our reflexologist. She does spectacular work. She was there. Calvin Cates was there with the crystal healing bed. We had my own personal massage therapist, Duke. Duke came in and gave chair massages. I was like, Duke, I got to share you with people. He said, yeah, got to share me. So my personal massage therapist was there. We had so many, Louisa, she was there doing Reiki, as you heard our caller earlier. We had our vendors. We had, putting me on, the pudding girl with her chocolate avocado pudding. She was there serving up some pudding. We had a great time with her. We had, oh my God, I'm just drawing blank. We had so many wonderful people there. We had vendors with copper jewelry. We had Michelle Holloway with Sahara Love Designs, her magical moment boxes and some of her crystal jewelry. Stephanie Sassone, one of my students with Live Vibrations with Stephanie. She's there giving health counseling and coaching. And matter of fact, Stephanie is going to be doing this magnificent meditation and sound at the center on the 19th, Friday the 19th of this month, October 19th. We are going to be having a meditation of sound and healing. It's going to be fabulous. I do hope you join me. It's so exciting for me to see my students rising up and stepping into their authenticity. And that's what I love about connecting with all of you across the nation. We get to be authentic. We were talking in the break. We get to be raw and vulnerable and really speak our truth and our voice. And so we thank you for participating. And tonight, if you're just joining us here on WWNN, you're like, what are they doing? We are talking to God, dialing up the phone. Hello, God. What if God were one of us? Just a stranger on the bus trying to find his way home? How do you know? Do you know that everyone you walk past in the street, they've got an element of God in them? And sometimes we don't even look up and say hello or good morning. Just think. I remember one time when I was walking in New York, I was really preoccupied. I was going to a business meeting. And I had to take mass transit, and I was rushing around, and there I am, click, click, click in my high heels, running down the street. But I was really preoccupied, and there was this man, and he says to me, he's like, he says, you should smile. And I was like, oh, okay. He said, yeah, smile, God loves you. And I looked at him, and I was like, okay, thank you. And I kind of looked at him, but then I was like, wow, he said such a nice thing. So I stopped myself in my tracks. When you're in New York, you got to keep moving. So I stopped, and when I turned around to thank him, he wasn't there. I'm not kidding. And it was early in the day. I didn't have wine. It was a good thing. I was sober, not that I have a drinking problem, but I was like, shoot, I can't even blame it on I had a glass of wine. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting ready for my meeting. I'm racing down the streets of New York, trying to be there, trying to plan all the right things to say, getting ready to close a deal, going up against the obstacles that I'm going to be facing, and I just already know what they're going to be. And it's like, go ahead, you've got to smile. And it's like, okay. And then he's like, because God loves you, smile. I was like, okay. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, is this guy nuts? I'm going, wait a minute. He just said a nice thing. I turn around to say thank you. God bless you. He's gone. I wasn't tripping. You see, God uses people. And sometimes God comes to you in the most mysterious of ways just to get your attention. It was the last time I just dissed somebody who said, hey, smile, right? Got to show your God self out to everyone because we never really know, do we? We're going to go right back to the phone lines. And if you're on hold, remember, you get to answer a question first. I can't do all the work tonight. I want to know, if you were to talk to God, what would you say to God? Because we've got God on the line. So we're going to go to Maria. And Maria is in Port St. Lucie. Maria, how are you tonight?
Good evening, Sarah. I am doing great. And I would love to tell God, thank you for all of my ups and downs and for not abandoning me at any of those times. And in life, we definitely learn and we definitely need not to judge. And
well, I don't think God hung up on her. Well, thank you, Maria. Try to call us back. All of a sudden, she lost her call. I don't know what was that, but God didn't hang up on her. I'm sure of that. So we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to, let's see, do we have Maria back? Because I would really love to see if that's Maria. Okay. Because she was on a roll. What if God were one of us? Do we have Maria? Okay, no. Someone else jumped on the line. All right, so we're going to go to Atlanta. We got Shadi on the line. Shadi, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, and thank you for calling. What would you like to say to God?
Definitely thank you for my blessings and the constant presence and for the opportunity to live out this glorious life. Absolutely.
It is a blessing, right? It is a blessing.
Yes, it is.
So what is your question for us tonight?
Well, my question is, I'm very happy, and I feel like I'm kind of in this like routine, and I want to wake up and I want to like get up and work out and just kind of go kind of like what I used to do, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm kind of like waking up and just moseying around and getting to it. Still getting everything done, but no real rhythm, no real like cycle that I know it exists because I've done it before. I feel like there's something kind of holding me back. In the same sense, I feel like I'm very happy, and so that it's kind of like I'm kind of confused on what to do next.
Well, let me look at it this way. When you are in this angst and this out of rhythm, this uncomfortable spot, remember too that we are energetic beings, and the planets around us have all been they've been a little screwy. We've got quite a bit of planets that were retrograde, quite a bit of planets that are starting to go direct. The energy's been really, I don't know if anyone else has felt it, but it's been raw and uncomfortable and heavy, and it's just making people question what they thought was true isn't true anymore. People are having a rough time all around the planet. It's not just you. So we lose the rhythm, but you've also lost some of the excitement as to why you do it. So what gets you excited? What makes you feel joyous about the things that you were doing? You have to find that joy, because that which motivated you before is not the motivating factor any longer, okay?
Right.
So what I see here for you is that when I spin you into the month of November and I look at you in the November 15th time, I feel as if you have this opportunity to shift your consciousness, shift your way of being, and I'm also feeling some kind of advancement in work. So I'm feeling that you're making movement in a forward motion. It's just right now you're kind of stagnant, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, it's
absolutely.
going to transpire. It's all going to shift for you. It's a new vibe, a new discipline that you have to adapt. And I also feel like you had a recent disappointment by someone who was close to you. So that kind of caused you to feel like, is everything worth it that I was doing? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I did have a friend really like, just like she was just mean to, it just really kind of caused me to have to like, protect myself. And it really hurt my feelings. But at the same time, it did make me, it was during Mars retrograde. And it just made me question, it did make me lose trust in people. And I have kind of stepped back and been more aware of my surroundings, which I think it all happens for a reason. Like, I had an encounter at Target yesterday. And, this guy, it was the weirdest thing. And I just like kept walking. But I could tell he had followed me in there. And it's just, so it is a sign of the times. And I do know my angels are always with me.
They are.
But yeah, since June, she pushed me into a wall. It was, I've been blessed to see kind of like, how my boyfriend came. He came and supported me, and blessed to see that. And it's just, I do see the good in it because, I hope she does get help. And, but yeah, right. You did pinpoint that. It did hurt. It hurt my heart.
But also, understand this, that 2018 represented a whole new beginning year for you. You're starting a new cycle, my dear, and sometimes not everyone's meant to come on the journey of what's next, all right?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so you are on track around November 15th. You should be doing a little bit better, and I heard that Venus is just not doing so well. It's retrograde. It's a mess. Yeah. So just hang in there, and it'll be a little bit better in the middle of November. Thank you so much for your call in Atlanta.
Thank you so much, Jill.
All right, Sarah, bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to take messages from Facebook. Let's see what's going on with everyone on Facebook. I'm sure we're building up quite the conversation here. Let's see what we've got going on. Baby Cakes Love. Sarah, I want to thank God for my ups and downs, never leaving my side. I love him. Also, what does Spirit have to say about my love life, my desire to enter spirit world? Amen. Ashe. Well, I see here, Baby Cakes, that the wonderful energy of love is not quite on track just yet. I'm feeling that your love life needs a little more revamping. Getting the right partner is critical for you at this point, because if you truly want to be a little more centered in your essence of God, it's important that you attract the right partner. And I see that this energy will come, but it's not quite time yet. In the meantime, continue, Baby Cakes, to do a lot of work with you. Work on loving you, creating better vibrational experiences for yourself. Work on deepening your financial stability. And in the meantime, your partner's getting ready in the energetic field, and they'll be coming before you know it. Thank you so much, Baby Cakes, for your Facebook question. Let's go back to Facebook. Let's see what we've got going on. Nancy Dominguez. Hi, Sarah. My friend passed away, Adam Torres. He passed about 30 years ago, as well as my dear friend Felix Garcia, 12/22/69. I would imagine the question from Nancy Dominguez is, are they okay? And you know what, Nancy? They are in the energy of love and light. And your friend who passed away 30 years ago passed away in a way that Adam Torres passed in a way that was unexpected, was not part of the design that everyone anticipated. He passed before his time, my dear, and it's been difficult for many people to get over. I also know that he is very close to you in your energy because you two had a very special connection, not just like anybody. There was a knowing between the two of you, kind of like a friendship that kind of transcended time. We could always pick right back up where we left off. Nancy, your friends on the other side are well. They hold the space for you. And you are a wonderful being that assists other people in feeling special and loved and wanted because you have a big heart. Thank you, Nancy Dominguez, for your Facebook question. Who else has a Facebook question for us? Alaman Angel, thank you for your Facebook question. Any message for me on abundance of money coming my way? So, Alaman Angel, you want to know if the universe is going to show you the money? Well, I think Mega Millions is like 420 million. Quick, go get a ticket. But in the meantime, let me tell you this. Angel Alaman, what I see before you is this opportunity to express and advance your financial connectivity by opening up the portals of other ways that abundance can come to you. Shoot to have the different revenue ways to come. You can choose a lottery ticket. You can ask the universe to give you unexpected money. And then in the meantime, I see abundance of money coming to you because I do feel that you are going to be in line for advancement at work. But I feel like we need to make a job change. And we may actually be leaving the job that we're at for something better in a short time. Short time makes me feel as if we may be coming into the new year, about February, and having a new financial paycheck coming our way. Thank you, Angel Alaman, for your Facebook question. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we've got to go to the phone lines. We've got calls in New York. We've got calls in Miami. We've got calls in West Palm Beach. We've got calls all across the nation, and we welcome your calls at 888-565-1470. Stay with me, everyone. Don't go away. You know, we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954. Ready to transform your life into greatness? Join Reverend Kevin Lee at the Metaphysical Chapel in downtown Fort Lauderdale for spiritual services, events, and ongoing classes. Visit metaphysicalchapel.com to learn more. Led by Reverend Lee, the chapel offers a spiritual healing service every Sunday at 10:30 a.m., followed by celebration service at 11 a.m. Join us for ongoing metaphysical classes and our monthly psychic fair. Visit metaphysicalchapel.com or call 754-300-1428. Transform your life into greatness. How much better would your life be with more youthful energy, a clearer mind, optimal blood sugar and cholesterol levels, and enhanced intimacy? Order Pyridine's line of quantum energetic mineral supplements and find out. Call 623-299-9224 to order the Pyrolite mineral supplements, Pyrolite's full spectrum vitamins, and Sowu Chi herbal tonic. These three supplements developed by NASA scientist Dr. Fred Bell will make a quantum improvement in your health. Visit Pyridine.com to order yours today. That's PYRADYNE.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and we are connecting to all of you all across the nation, and we are answering your questions. So we've got to go right back to the phone lines. I've got so many places to go, but I've got to go up to New York. It's a heck of a town, and I've got Donna on the line. Donna, how are you tonight?
Hi. What'd you say?
I said, how are you?
Oh, good.
Good.
I always say, I woke up.
That's a good thing. So, Donna, now that you're awake, what would you like to tell God?
Well, usually when I wake up, I say, thank you, God, for life and my life and, all the people and things. And sometimes I say, please, God, help me, and leave it up to God. And I usually get help. Help. Oh, goody. Maybe it was a Freudian slip, getting help. Anyway,
yes.
What I would ask you, well, there's a bunch of things.
Okay, well, we're going to look at the banana bunch. Pick a banana. What we got?
Okay. Oh, well, it's the main thing in my life is money and worry about, my son, as usual. But not that, like from the outside, you wouldn't think of it. But I guess my question is there any danger for anyone, me and loved ones, and or is money coming? And please, how soon?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's
big, Sarah.
This is huge. I am so hold on. We're like, all right, is everyone clear the decks? Are we listening?
I am.
Money is coming. The minute we think money isn't coming, we just pinched it all off. We just shot the whole thing to poop, and no money's coming. So,
it's coming.
Show me the money. Universe, it's there. It's in the energy. It's in the vortex. It's right there for you. It's time for you to trust the process. See, God's calling you at home. He's like, heck, I'm not talking to her on national radio. Let me call her at the house because she needs to pay attention.
Yeah, and you know who that was who was calling.
Who?
Someone who's, visited you and...
Oh, I don't know. That's half of the country. I don't know.
No, I won't say.
I know.
Okay.
I know who it is.
I'm sorry I interrupted.
Okay, that was God calling. So God's calling, saying you're going to have to call your friend back. So now understand this.
Later.
The universe opens up portals of energy for us to create all the abundance we need and desire. And every time, Donna, you've found yourself in a pickle, somehow you always landed on your feet.
Yes,
so you want to
it's
trust
God.
that process. Okay, it's God, but let's not give God all the credit. Everyone, can we please remember that God created us, and we are created in the aspect and the essence and the energy of God. The force of God that created the universe is the same force that is within you, within everybody. And if we focus our attention, our direction, our energy, our force of energy, and we do not waver, and we hold it in the same essence that created the universe, God didn't sit there and go, gee, I wonder if I can do this. He's like, hey, I can do this. The minute we say, I can do that, and I am one with the universal flow of the divine, energetic, supreme energy of abundance that fuels the entire universe because God resides within me, how can you not have money? It'll come from somewhere. And you play with it. So on one day you find 10 cents on the floor. You're like, great, I'm 10 cents richer. Next day you find $1. And then you find more money and more money and more money. And then things start to happen. You get a check in the mail you weren't expecting. You overpaid a bill. Then you get a check with another zero on it. That's the same amount you got. Was that God? Of course that's God. But what you did by being one with God is you open up the portal for the universe to give you other options in money. But what we do is we pinch it off because we're worried. I'm worried about my son. No, you corrected your words. But the essence of it all is in the human mind and the limitation in the way that we view things. I'm worried about my son. Is he okay? I think he's okay, but I'm worried. Is anyone in my family in danger? when we say that, we open up the portal of danger. No, I don't see any danger. Right, but cancel. You say cancel. You're still, as you're saying that, your intention in your mind is still focused on danger. I got to wipe out danger. No, you said it. Okay, I am protected. I'm always sealed off by the universal light. Nothing can penetrate this. I am divinely protected. The angels walk around me and my children. The angels walk around my family, my friends, my loved ones. The angels assist me in everything I do because they work at the right hand of God. And as I work on the right hand of God, I got the best team ever. So there's nothing you cannot do. So honestly, when I look at the numbers and I look at the energy around you, this year is Donna. Donna came to fulfill a legacy. Donna came to make a difference in other people's lives. Donna came to take her stories of experiences and lottery winnings and all sorts of cool things that have happened in the course of the life that's Donna, and she's going to take it out into the world. She's going to share it. And she's going to build a cup of soup of energy, an exchange of energy between her and other people. And then she's probably going to jot it down, and we're going to write it in a book, and something's going to come of it, and it's going to be a women's group, and then we're going to help other people. I think you're going to be just fine, don't you?
Yes, and I've been doing this.
I know.
Forever, and people say, "Oh, you should be a stand-up comedian." I say, "Oh no, I'd be terrible." But you know, like I have lots of stories, and they're very silly and good, and you know, poignant. Blah blah blah.
And you can use them as ways to connect with people. You know, my spiritual teacher Bill used to say, "Cup of soup."
I love that. I wrote that down.
Okay, so we share a cup of soup because once you find the cup of soup between the two of you or the group of you, then we build that bond. So everything's fine. You're on track. Finances will be fine. You'll have enough. There's more than enough. The universe will supply and then some. And the more you allow it to be even more than you could even imagine, and the more you're open to whatever universal shower of abundance it can be, go ahead and say, "Surprise me, universe. I'm ready." I'm ready.
Do you see art or health or both?
Health is good.
I mean, people, you know, want that for me. And I was thinking, like what you said with the exchange, because I have trouble asking. People want to pay me, but I have trouble.
Every cell in the body is filled with divine perfection. And when we restore it to divine perfection and we are one with the universal flow of abundance, we are one with the divine health perfection, we feel the supreme essence of energy radiating in and around everything we do. Therefore, we're God in motion. We can do anything. Okay? We can do anything. There's nothing that we cannot do. We have to want to do it. We have to have sincerity in what we do. We have to have our heart open. We have free will. If there's something we're doing, we don't want to do it, don't do it. We don't have to do it anymore. Change your mind, a.k.a. free will. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
There's so many choices in the divine plan. If you don't like a choice you pick, change your mind. Take, you know, that's how I got to Florida. I'm like, I'm out. People are like, "Where are you going?" Florida. They're like, "You don't know anybody." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I'm going to Florida." They're like, "What do you mean you're going to Florida?" I'm just going.
Well, there's freedom when you do that.
Freedom.
Freedom is really good.
And you know what? It opened a door of possibilities I could never have imagined if I didn't have that one crazy idea that said, "Hey, I'm going to Florida." All right? Thank you so much for calling, Donna. God bless you.
Thank you so much for being.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye, Sarah.
Bye. Speaking of going to Florida, you know what? I owe the universe a big thank you. Because on October 11th, 2004, I had just been here for barely 2 months. And my whole world changed. I went through my personal hurricane. That was a hurricane that I'll never forget. It was one of those moments when the unexpected happened, and it could have been a lot worse. But who could have imagined that on Christopher Columbus Day, because that's the day it fell on, October 11th, that I would have taken a fall that would forever change my life, and the work I did couldn't be done the same way. Therefore, I had to pick a different path. So first I threw my hands up in the air and said, hey, I'm going to Florida. Sounds like fun. But I didn't think coming to Florida meant that 2 months later, I would be going through a hurricane that I didn't know how I was going to navigate. You see, life will throw us a hurricane or two. It's what you do. But I just, after all these years, put a piece of the puzzle together. I don't really know what it has to do with anything, but I know it has a significance. I haven't quite wrapped my head around what it is. But October 11th, when I fell, that's the same day of my teacher's birthday. And I just realized this the other day. I said, wow, I wonder what day it was on that Monday I fell in 2004 that changed my life. I just said that to myself the other day. And I actually took out the calendar on my iPhone, flipped back to 2004, and I saw Christopher Columbus Day was on that Monday, and it was October 11th. And it was then, 2 days ago, that I realized that's my spiritual teacher's birthday. So I guess he was sending me a really big message. You think you're on track, little girl. You're going to be a VP. But if you're open, universe has got another plan. Let's see how you handle this hurricane. And down I went. No matter where you are, life may throw you a curveball. But if you just kind of go with it for a minute and don't panic and don't fear danger and don't worry, all very easy things to say, don't do it. But when you do it, because we're human, catch yourself, reprogram, redirect, rethink how you're talking to yourself, rethink how you're telling the story to other people, and then allow a different energetic momentum to build, because it's in that energetic momentum that you have the power to create. Because as Stephanie said earlier when she called in the eye of that storm, there's such calm and peace. So find the eye of the storm and go within. Find that inner being, that inner knowing, and be still. And I promise you, at that moment, you won't hear the winds roaring around you. You won't feel the things coming at you. You won't feel out of control. In the eye of the storm, in the stillness and the knowing, you will hear the voice of God. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I welcome your questions on Facebook. Hi, Tammy Trotter. Joey Emanuel says, oh, Sarah, what a hurricane. It was quite a fall, honey, let me tell you. Let's go back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Allie. Allie is in Miami. Hi, Allie. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Allie. And how can we assist you tonight?
I've talked to you many times before. I've been kind of feeling down a little bit. I just want to see if Spirit had any message for me, kind of just lift my spirits a little bit and see the light, I guess.
Well, first of all, Allie, what would you like to say to God? We've got God on the phone line right now. So what would you like to say?
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Well, that's a good one.
Yeah. I am, besides me being, I guess, a little selfish with my questioning and stuff, I am so very grateful for the blessings that I do have and for the ones that I was not given as well. Yeah, I just want to say thank you and please have patience with me and my and my selfishness, I guess, is what I'm going through a little bit.
Well, let's look at something you said, though, because it's so powerful. Thank you for the things that I didn't get. Again, we are attracting what we desire, but there must have been some resistance even within you that didn't allow that to come completely through. Because even sometimes we want something and then later on we go, well, we didn't get it. There's a better reason. There's something better around the corner. There's always a better vibration if we raise our vibration. So chances are you didn't get what you thought you wanted because there's a much better version of it around the corner, Allie. And as far as being selfish, that's a really used word. And selfishness is part of the human experience. It doesn't mean we put ourselves before another per se, but we are meant to have some level of self-care, self-awareness, and a form of selfishness because we are here to experience the human experience to our fullest. And first and foremost, we have to be true to ourselves. And we have to know what our truth is. And sometimes the journey to knowing our truth can be perceived to another as being selfish, because people, as a nature, we want attention on us. So the attention is like, look at me, what about me, what about me, what about me? But our truest journey is to love ourselves and to know who we are, because we cannot give to another if we do not know who we are, if we do not love ourselves, and we do not recognize the God in us, because then and only then can we truly have that powerful relationship, that loving relationship that we really all say we want. All right? So it's okay to be selfish, and it's okay to ask the questions, because by asking questions, you get that much closer to recognizing your truth and knowing what's right for you. I will ask, Allie, that you ask, there's like 3 different things going on with you at once. So I really would like you to ask a question. There's 3 different things going on with you at once. There's quite a few things up in the air around you, Allie, right? Allie?
Hello?
Yes, Allie, we're here. Allie? All right, we're going to see if we can get Allie. Allie, are you there? All right, we're going to pop on off from Allie for a second. We're going to go to Hope in New York. Hope, how are you?
Not too good and not too bad, dear. A long time I haven't heard your voice.
Oh, well, Hope, thank you for calling from New York, and thank you for following the show. You've been following the show for what, like 8 years or something, right?
Yes.
Yes, almost the whole entire time I've been on air. Hope's been listening in New York, and you even came to see me in New York and at some of the conventions that I was at. So I thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate that, Hope.
You're welcome.
So Hope, how not too good, not too bad. That's not a bad place to be, but how can I help you, Hope? What's your question?
Yes, what's going on for me now?
Well, I'm seeing challenges in the health right now, Hope, please. Yes. All right.
Yes,
we're not stable. Sugar issue too, because I'm feeling like spikes in that, and I'm feeling my legs, my steadiness, my walk, my lower back, my knee. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got a song coming on. The old gray mare just ain't what she used to be. That's how you feel, right?
Yes,
all right. You know what? Did they check? I'm not a doctor, but did they check your hip? Because I feel like something's out of whack, and your whole body's off. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know what you're doing to treat that, but you really need some assistance in that. I don't really feel like you're able to work as much anymore. And you're kind of having to handle most by yourself, because I feel like your son's struggling as well. Is that true?
Yes, yes.
He's having trouble with work or finding work, because that energy is kind of weak around him, yes? Yes. Hope, when I look at the energy, first thing they tell me is that you gotta rest. I know you've been doing a lot of caretaking for people. It's time for people to take care of you and assist you on the journey, my dear. When I spin you in for the next 3-4 weeks, you've got to rest. You've got to get your levels right. You've got to nurture your body, and you've got to do some healing, my dear, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hope, we have God on the line. Before I let you go, what would you like to tell God?
That to give me abundant health and bless him and bless all around me, the good people all around me, even the bad ones too.
Well, God, that's to bless everybody, yes, absolutely, because he doesn't judge us as good or bad, but
right,
yes.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Hope. I send the healing angels with you. I'm going to send some healing energy to assist you so you can have ease in mobility, and follow up with the doctor so that you can recuperate quickly, my dear, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going right back to the phone lines and checking in with Facebook and see what's going on. We've got to go to Massachusetts. We've got to go all over. So stay with us. And I hope we get Allie back in Miami. Allie, hello? Hello? Can you hear us? God's on hold waiting for you, my dear. So see if you can connect to us. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
In the room
Ready to transform your life into greatness? Join Reverend Kevin Lee at the Metaphysical Chapel in downtown Fort Lauderdale for spiritual services, events, and ongoing classes. Visit metaphysicalchapel.com to learn more. Led by Reverend Lee, the chapel offers a spiritual healing service every Sunday at 10:30 a.m., followed by celebration service at 11 a.m. Join us for ongoing metaphysical classes and our monthly psychic fair. Visit metaphysicalchapel.com or call 754-300-1428. Transform your life into greatness. Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954. Pyridine has imagined a new reality, created in science to balance your health and energy. Founded in 1975 by NASA physicist Dr. Fred Bell, Pyridine offers a line of quantum energetic mineral supplements and vitamins. Call 623-295-9224. Pyridine's beautiful energetic jewelry rejuvenates the body and transforms energy, reducing stress. Order your life-changing receptor at pyridine.com. That's BYRADYNE.com.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. You're listening to Sarah Spiritual, Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we are answering your questions. And let's give a shout out to people on Facebook. Let's pull up a Facebook question if we can before we continue with our phone calls. Let's see what we've got going on. Hi, Sarah. She wants to know if her guardian angel is with her. Micheline, yes, your guardian angel is with you. And also, I feel like there's some friction at work, and they want you to know it's going to work out. I'm feeling this energy of disconnect at the job, because I feel like it's time for you to move on to the higher position, and maybe they're not coming through with something they promised you, but your guardian angels are watching over you and assisting you. Let's go to the back to the Facebook. Let's take another Facebook question before we go to the phone lines, because I've got to get around. Joe Thorne. Thank you, Joe Thorne. Thank you for following the show. Hey, Sarah, any message from my mother and dad? Thanks and blessings. You know what, Joe? It's interesting because when I talk to the energy around your parents on the other side, the first thing to make me aware of is almost like you had a lot of responsibilities when you were growing up. There's some things they set in motion for you that you were. It was important for you to follow like a set protocol. I feel like your dad was a very strong man and strong in who he was. I'm also given this energy that your mom has this wonderful, peaceful being, and it was very important to keep family together, to keep everybody connected together. They make me aware of the month of March as if March is significant to one of them, or something in the family, a passing or something connected to them. So they're giving me the month of March as something significant to connect it with you, Joe, and with your family. I'm also hearing the month of July. I feel that that's connected to your birthday, so I know that that's your happy birthday, but I feel like March has something to do with family. I'm going to leave that with you because we're on Facebook and I can't get that feedback back from you, so that you can give me some insight on that, and we can look into that later. Joe Thorne, thank you for your Facebook question. I'm always so honored when everyone connects with us and has conversations with us at Facebook, but right now I want to go back to the phone lines. I've got to take a call in Massachusetts. Willie, how are you tonight?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great, Willie. And gee, Willie, I think I know what you're doing tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Come on, you can't be late for your first day at school.
No, I'll be there on time.
I am so excited that you're going to be part of the apprentice program. Share with everyone, Willie, what it's been like, because you've been developing your gifts and your connectivity for a while with us. Share everyone what it's like when we do these classes.
The classes are amazing. It's just really powerful to be in person or be on the phone line or on the video chat, just experiencing the energy and just hearing the teachings that Spirit gives Sarah. I mean, the things that's been most powerful to me have been just the mantras and the affirmations. Very simple things that you can say in a matter of seconds or a minute, but they're really powerful, and it just totally changes your relationship with Spirit. And I'm just looking forward to more of that same outpouring of energy this go around.
Yes. Oh, they've got quite a few surprises for you all. They have been keeping me on tight and making sure I'm following protocol to get myself ready for tomorrow night as we launch the I don't even know which number apprentice program, but we are roaring to go, and we are going to take SOAR. Willie, I also want to tell you that some of the use of your mantras and the things that you've learned and your ability to navigate personalities and connections at work have been very beneficial to you, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Yes, just duck and take cover sometimes, but other times you're there off in the corner going, all right, I am a being of light. I am the commanding force of energy in and around everything I do. Therefore, I am God in motion. I spread the violet ray to consume and transmit any energy that is less than perfect, because I am not putting up with this. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So, but you're navigating some changes, and they're telling me there's new job opportunities or something on the horizon. What's your question?
Well, thank you for that confirmation. But my question is actually related to something different.
Okay.
I've noticed for quite some time, but I'm noticing a lot more here recently, that I have a really strong pull to all things Mediterranean and Arabian. And I mean, everything from the food, the culture, the smells, the decor, it's all very familiar to me, and I just really connect with it. And I was wondering if you saw something maybe that I had a connection to in a past life, or any spiritual explanation for this.
Yes, I do actually. Strong connections, and I get from Spirit that you have an awareness of that you're feeling that you're drawn because it seems familiar, even the taste and the smell and the texture of the food. And even if you're just picking something up with your hands, it feels like, wait a minute, I did this before in even simpler times, yes? So definite past life connection, several lifetimes ago. But I'm also seeing the influence of an ascended master who I would imagine was going to pop up for you tomorrow night, but they're here now, Serapis Bey. So do some research on Serapis Bey, definite energy of the Middle East around you with that deity, very strong energy. And what I love about Serapis Bey's energetic being is that in the turban around his head, in the center, a direct line of the third eye, is a beautiful, magnificent jewel that he wears. And it's like a spark of light that goes out. And it's almost like it enhances your third eye. And I get the sense from Spirit, Willie, that you have been increasing your intuitiveness and your psychic connection. Is that also true?
Yes, that is true.
And so I see this growth and this deepening connection taking off even more. And when I spin you out into next year, I feel like you actually know things before people say it. I mean, it's just an easy moving kind of feel. And the other thing they want you to know is that there's more music coming. Have you been trying to play a little bit more or write a little bit more? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're telling me there's more music coming to you. So
great.
stay in that flow of that creativity, all right?
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Willie, and we will see you in class tomorrow. Okay.
All right. See you tomorrow.
All right. Bye. We're going to take a question on Facebook. Let's see what we have going on Facebook. And let's see. Irma. Irma, hello. How are you? Will we move soon? Let me check that for you, Irma. Let's see. I've got next year, between the end of this year and next year, I see you making a move, Irma, and it's really important that you prepare for that move, because I feel like, Irma, there's a house or something that you want to get. You want to buy a house. You want to get a house. There's something coming for you that is really something that you've been asking the universe for. So just trust that process, Irma, because there is a fabulous house coming for you. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. I want to thank everyone who's participated tonight in our conversations with God. I do hope that you share the page of the show, Sarah Spiritual, and let everyone know that we are answering your questions in the feed. We are continuing to be there for you and feeling that connection with all of you. And I would love if we continue to share this sentiment. What if God were one of us, just a stranger on the bus? What would you say to God? Why not on your status on your Facebook page? Why not write, Dear God, and say what you want to say to God? Why don't we start something that makes a difference in this world? Why don't we choose to express gratitude and love and light? And why not thank the Creator? Thank the Creator for thinking or feeling and being part of us and creating the wonderful world that we live in. And for those of you on the west coast of Florida and in the Gulf Coast, know that we, of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, we're holding the space and the energy for successful recovery from this hurricane, and that we've asked the angels to keep you safe and secure so that you're just a little battered and torn, but nothing major happens. We are continuing to hold that space for all of you. We are all connected. We are all one. We have all been connected since we've all come to this earth. You and I and everyone across this world, we chose to be here at this very profound time. And we all chose to be one big soul family. So from my family to your family, stay safe. And everyone know, yes, God is just like one of us, a stranger on the bus, just trying to find his way home in his journey of life. So remember that and say hello and say God bless you to everyone you meet, because we're all in this together. God bless you. Thank you for listening to the show. Visit my website, SarahSpiritual.com. I'd love to meet you personally. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at SarahSpiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at